Well, welcome to our Monday night hangout. Let's see here. And we got that there. That's good. I need to check that on YouTube. So we'll go here. My videos. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have a new guest or a new guy come in tonight. I hope. See live. Public is on. That's good. Yeah, we're all good to go. All right. This is where we talk about model airplanes or just about anything, really. Hope you guys are enjoying the Bob Hunt series on Stunt Flyer Video Magazine if you're a member. Let me see here. Let me this part all was delivered. Okay. Go to At the Bench and click the link in the first subject. You might need the passcode, so write that down. We are live. Not a lot, live. We are this darn thing are live. Okay, there you go. Hopefully he gets the drift on how that works. I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. While we're working, I'm going to clean up the corner, try to straighten this place up a little bit. It's so far out of control, it's ridiculous. I'm working on my vacuum evacuation chamber. Here, Gary. How this works is, let me do this.
Whoops.
You're there.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Bring it back up. Okay.
Okay.
What you got there?
Well, can't do it here. Mute my video, blur my adjust, choose folder, pen. There we go. All right, what this is a vacuum switch. Let me go, let's try this again. Two 4-inch schedule 40 pipes go on here, and these screw into the end caps. So there'll be one here and one here. I haven't determined how long I'm going to make them yet. And the vacuum line will draw from here. So this goes down to the pump, and it'll draw down all the vacuum on this. And this line here is where you pull the vacuum to. I'm thinking about where I'm going to put the gauge on it, but when this vacuum falls below a certain amount, it triggers this switch and it turns the pump back on. So the pump doesn't always have to keep cycling. You know, they sell these things. They're anywhere from 900 to $1,000 or more or whatever. I'm poor. I have to make my own.
But you have a tank, right? It holds most of your pressure. And it just
No,
keeps your tank full.
the tank
Oh,
is two pieces of PVC pipe,
okay.
4-inch PVC pipe. I got it laying over there, but I'm not dragging it over here. So
Yeah.
they might be 2 foot long, they might be 3 foot long, they might be 4 foot long, with an end cap on each end. This screws on into the pipe, into that big round pipe. So that's my vacuum chamber, two of them. So we'll draw down the vacuum on the top and pull the vacuum on the bottom. I don't know where I'm going to put the gauge yet. I have to figure it out. It doesn't really need a gauge. I just need to be able to read it so I can set the, I might do that. I might use the T up here, have two T's together, put the plug in the bottom. I don't know. It's all in the planning stage
Yeah.
now.
You're working on it. Yeah, you're right.
I've kind of haven't made any carbon parts. Danny's been doing all the carbon videos. I'm having some problems here at home. My air conditioner went out yesterday, so
Uh,
had to call my buddy to come and fix it. I mean, when it rains, it pours. First, it's the website, and then the air conditioner goes out. God, I hope my car doesn't go out. Usually comes in threes.
did you get your air conditioner fixed yet?
Yep.
Okay. Wasn't that bad then?
Oh, it was bad.
Oh,
It was bad. It's, you know,
okay.
nothing's cheap with air. It's just the motor costs $300,
Oh,
and the labor.
I just had something go out on mine. It's been a while, but it was just outside some little thing or something. Wasn't that bad.
There we go.
Well, Roy Lane says good evening, and Tony Dallas says hi, Sparky. Thanks for the videos, he says. Tony. All right.
Are you watching them Stunt Flyer Video Magazine videos?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah.
I got,
No, Dan shipped there last night, I think, in his video there. He was making
yeah.
parts and stuff, you know.
We talked today, and he's going to Muncie for the RC pattern gnats. And he said, wouldn't it be something if I filmed the RC airplanes? I said, go for it. He's going to film the RC airplanes. I mean, it's all airplanes.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't have to be control line. It's nice if it's control line, but because people don't want to watch it, there's only 500,000 YouTube channels to watch.
Yeah.
There's Steve
That's
Smith.
right.
Hey, Steve.
Hello.
There you are. Where were you last time?
What's that?
Friday. Was you there Friday?
No, I wasn't on Friday.
Okay. I didn't think so. Okay.
Tell him what you were doing.
Playing a game online.
He was Elf Lord.
I'm
Playing a
charging
game.
that. Charging batteries for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Supposed to go out tomorrow?
Yeah,
What time?
by 9. I want to get out there by 9.
Back by when? When do you think we'll be done? Noon?
Yeah, probably.
I might be able to make it. I was supposed
Oh.
to take Chris to a couple of stores tomorrow, but she probably, I mean, we could put it off till noon. I'd like to see your new airplane fly.
Yeah.
I'd like to bring an airplane out and test fly it.
Yeah. Which one?
Yeah.
The that what the hell I call that yellow one? Whatever that yellow one is. Vortex.
Oh, the vortex, okay. I'm looking at Gary's calendar here. August is your month, Bob.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Got the Carumba, the Viper 3, Simply Blues, and
Yeah.
Viper 2.
Ooh.
You put that together, Gary?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Mhm.
What's been going on in the shop, Bob?
Nothing. My air conditioner went out. I had to work on that yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm starting to clear it. I just can't get motivated. It's just such a daunting task.
Yeah,
You know, like all my electric drills are in a box over there and all the paint is all messed up underneath that bench. I don't know. I got to move that bench out and I'm going to take that shelf out and the bench is going to go along that wall the whole length up to the
yeah.
compressor
When are we gonna get started on that?
whenever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs some help.
Yeah,
It'll help motivate him a little
it's a
bit too.
big job.
Yeah.
Well, he helped motivate
Some
me on the
support, you know. Yeah.
crossfire, so
Well, you made most of this mess in the other room.
yeah,
The problem is that I got too much stuff
right.
Right.
and not enough space.
Yeah. But cleaning it up and straightening it up and changing a few things will help.
Hold on a sec. I got to call this David Eskins guy to help him get on.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Okay.
mute myself here.
I'm looking at stunthangar.com. I haven't been on in a while.
So Steve,
Since
is your weather gonna be nice tomorrow?
supposedly,
Is it?
I better double check, huh?
I don't know. I think maybe ours is gonna be pretty nice till in the evening, maybe. But
Yeah, let's see. It'll get up to 88 by 1. So yeah, we should be out of there by noon. 6-mile-an-hour winds, 9-mile-an-hour gusts. That's
ew.
not too
Oh well.
bad.
Mm.
Wednesday's a little better, actually.
But in the mornings though, it'd be calmer, won't it?
No, that's in the morning
Oh,
at
in the
10
morning.
a.m. Yeah,
Okay.
7 a.m., which I ain't gonna be at. It's 5-mile-an-hour, but at 10, it's 6-mile-an-hour, 9-mile-an-hour gusts. Wednesday at 10, it's cooler, 80 degrees, 4-mile-an-hour winds, 5-mile-an-hour gusts. Yeah, Wednesday morning's even better. Probably go both.
There you go. Summer's really going fast, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And you think
Oh,
get started and
Wednesday afternoon, there's a nice chance of rain after 4 o'clock. So we definitely, oh, no, that's Tuesday. Yeah, we definitely need to be done by noon or so.
yeah.
It might rain later in the day. %40 chance of rain at 4 p.m. I thought it was going to rain later in the week, but maybe not. Actually, Thursday morning looks good too. 80 degrees, 3-mile-an-hour winds, 5-mile-an-hour gusts. I don't know if I can handle 3 days in a row anymore.
Mhm. How long does it take you to get there?
20, 25 minutes, depending on traffic.
Okay. Yeah, we're about the same way. Yeah. got an hour. That's a little bit more challenging, I think, but
Depends on the direction out at Booter. See what,
yeah.
yeah, 90. Seven. Yeah. Well, it's hotter Thursday though. And then the weekend is really bad. Back up to 96, 95.
Yeah. I think ours is gonna be hot too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday's gonna be hot.
Weekend's not going to be too good, but next week maybe it'd be good too. So try not to look that far ahead though. They usually aren't accurate.
No, they change it on a dime. You have a place though to have your planes in the shade and then just walk out in the sun in order to fly them, and then go back in the shade, or
Well,
you
we
get
can
hot.
sit in the shade, and yeah, we can get the airplanes on our run up stands in the shade. We got one decent tree,
Mhm.
so that helps.
So the sun's is mostly when you're out there flying.
Right.
What's your flight? About 5 minutes?
Uh, 6.
6 minutes?
Well, I got the timer set for 6:50, 6 minutes 50 seconds, and that's enough to get the pattern in and have some extra laps if you need them.
Yeah.
And then I have a 30-second delay on the startup, so that's 620 total generally from pushing the button to being back on the ground. I have a little more control over the timing with the electrics. That's one of the things I like.
And if nothing else fails, then you always have pretty good luck with that with your electric, don't they?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
I've had weird
I mean,
stuff
you always,
happen.
yeah, you could always have something go
I had a
out, I guess.
wire come loose on the
Yeah.
wires that go to the button. So it would, you put the arming plug in and the motor would do its little jingle, but it wouldn't start. I opened it up and sure enough, a wire had come off there's two wires, little wires that go to the button. And so luckily I had an extra button in with me. So it's got a button and a wire that goes to the timer to signal it to start.
And what stops it? The timer
The
itself
timer.
stops it. The timer itself.
Yeah, the timer sends a signal to the electronic speed control to shut off.
Which most electrics have been having pretty good luck with all that, haven't they? I mean,
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's things that can happen with them as well.
yeah.
But in general, I think it's easier to deal with. And cleaner too.
Yeah.
Have that castor oil all over the place.
Mm.
So that was quite an attack that Stunt Hangar had.
Oh, so that website?
Yeah.
Yeah. I me come back on that night though.
Were you able to get back on?
It finally come on, and think Mike Lunke was told us was back on and when he got on. So,
Uh-huh.
mm. But we got a new member last week too.
Oh, yeah? On the
Mhm.
hangout?
Yeah. Kind of slow last Friday though.
Was it?
Try and finally come on there and he was showing some stuff and so
Did Mark Gerber have any updates on the
yeah, he should. A little
Bearcat?
update on his plane, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Gilbert, he was showing his free flights on the inside there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Rubber band, yeah.
Yeah, he likes flying those too.
Yeah. Well, if you got a place to fly it like that, it'd be nice to.
Mhm.
Have you seen the videos where they fly them radio controls inside there and they're doing all this maneuvering? They can just fly slow and just
Yeah, yeah. I think it was Igor Berger did a control line, an indoor control line
Mhm.
like that. Flies real slow, like 30, I don't know, 25, 30-foot line, something like that. That Colin's moving to Chicago.
How many planes do you have that you can fly?
Uh, 3 right now. Yeah, I got the Crossfire that I just built. I got a Blue Angel. Got from Walt Brownell. That's what got me going on electric. And I have a Naki from Walt, but the thing's so heavy I cannot get it to fly well.
You lost your green one, right?
But I think Crossfire flies real well. I'm liking it.
It's good.
Bogus
So you
badass.
having a fly in at your site here, not
We've
too
got
far from here,
what, in St. Louis?
or yeah, too far from time wise. I mean,
Oh,
uh,
September. Yeah,
September.
September 20th, 21st. We have a contest. Yeah, it's stunt and scale. And we're expecting the scale to be pretty big this year because the NASA Scale Classic control line part moved to St. Louis in our contest date. So we'll probably have a lot more scale flyers this year. Looks like Bob's having trouble getting him on.
Yeah, must be. See, I got a new computer in I come on a lot quicker now than what I used to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to have to wait and fight it all the time. Now I just click on it, it comes right up and comes on.
That's good. Oh, looks like somebody's coming on.
Someone's coming. Don't remember that name. So maybe that's him.
Might be the one Bob was helping, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got him in.
Yeah.
He's can't see his face yet, but I guess he's in.
David, point your camera up. That's David Eskins.
Oh, okay. Couldn't tell from the belly shot there.
Yeah, we got to point his camera up. Ground control to David Eskins. Point your camera up. We're looking at your stomach. I think he has low bandwidth.
It could be. He doesn't look like he's moving much.
Well, I see his hand move once in a while.
Yeah. Oh,
There
There he goes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You got to turn your mic up or something. Turn your camera up first off so we can see your face. Aim your camera towards your face. We're looking at your waist. Up, up.
He's trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need your whatever.
There,
Almost.
A little bit more.
A little more. There you go.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, we can't hear you yet, so we got to fix your microphone. You got it muted on that end or something. We can't hear you. Let me see if I got any
Yeah, it's
control.
not muted here.
No, he's not muted on this end. No, we can't hear you. You need a 12-year-old kid to help you.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's something. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Plug your mic in or unplug your mic or something, because whatever it is. Maybe sign out and sign back in and make sure to accept that they can use the audio. The Zoom has to be able to see your audio. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I guess the first time you come in, you gotta do that. Once
Yeah, you
you're
had a heck
in.
of a time finding where to get in. I know it's frustrating because I've been through it.
Yeah, you do.
But once you get it figured out, it ain't bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Just click
Pretty
on the link
automatic,
and it'll
yeah.
come right in.
Yeah, with my new computer, it makes it a lot easier. I can get in real quick.
Yeah.
Before I had to fight it though, because it's just slow and just on.
Uh-huh.
The Stunt Hangar seems to be working better.
Yeah, it popped up real quick when I got on today.
I'm still having a problem with Tap Talk.
Oh.
And you guys that are messaging me about Tap Talk, that's kind of a low priority right now for me because my air conditioner and the other stuff I got going on is way more important, whether Tap Talk works or not. We're
So
still,
did you get your air conditioner fixed?
yeah, oh yeah.
I'll go out to Columbia and fix my daughter's.
And no,
It's been down for a couple of weeks. The landlord brought out a couple of window units, but I think they have to replace the whole darn thing, and that's taken a while.
David, you have to figure out on your end, it's on your end where your microphone is.
Yeah,
Plug
if
it
you look
in
at
or,
if you look at the bottom of the Zoom screen, you should see, oh,
lost his camera.
lost the camera now.
No, he's not muted.
No, he's not muted here,
Yeah.
but there's a
It's just
button
somebody's not.
next, there's an up arrow next to the, what looks like
Right.
a microphone in the lower corner.
That's
And you-
right. I forgot
and you-
that.
And you can pick different things.
Audio settings.
Yeah, and
Start
videos.
clicking around in that.
Yep. Yeah, there's all kinds of, there's several things you can test and change in there.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He didn't have his microphone selected. That's what's up.
I think that is, yeah.
There,
And I
he
guess
mute.
because
He's
I've
got
got
mute.
mine, yeah, because I've got mine set up. Now he's muted, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, click the up arrow and a black box will come up. It'll say, select a microphone. Start clicking those and see which one works. So unmute yourself and then start clicking those microphones and see which one works.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
lower left corner of the
Next to your microphone in the
Zoom-
lower left-hand
Zoom
corner
screen.
of the screen.
yeah. In fact, when you're talking, that little microphone's got a green bar that goes up and down.
Right.
Never noticed that.
Yep. And that'll tell you whether your microphone's working or not by looking at that little green bar.
Yeah.
But as of now, it is not working. I was watching a video today, biblical prophecies, and the biblical prophecy is not about wars and famine. It's about how AI is going to take down the grid.
Oh.
It's supposed to
Did
happen.
you ever see Warren C. Estep?
No.
Yeah, he was doing Bible prophecy shows, gosh, back in the 80s, I think.
Now I'll tell you what. Oh, by the way, David, if you have your phone plugged into your computer, it's looking at your phone to be a microphone. Here comes iPad.
Oh, Joe.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi,
How are you guys
Joe,
tonight?
Joe.
Everybody well tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
we're
show.
trying to get David Easkins to set up here on Zoom.
That's
Okay,
him right there. He's
got a
there.
camera.
Hey,
We got a camera back.
hello, David.
Can't get a microphone working.
Microphone's not working though.
Okay, now listen carefully. Everybody quiet, and I'll walk him through it. On the left-hand side of your screen, take your mouse and go down to the left. And you'll see a little microphone down there. It has an up arrow like that. Click on that. The box opens up. Select another microphone. If you have your iPhone plugged into your computer, it's probably, okay, good. We won't worry about that. The little up arrow, select another microphone and click OK, and then start talking. And if we can't hear you, you select another one. It'll probably have 4 or 5 in the list. Maybe you should sign out and restart again. Click on that link again and make sure you accept all the terms, accept the microphone and all that. Because if you don't, the program won't hear you.
Yeah, it's unusual that the camera's working, but the audio's not.
Yeah. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah.
Mine's got a
Mute.
mute button you can push that'll.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he muted his and unmuted it, so that was
Yeah.
working.
That part
yeah,
working.
that was working. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can mute you from here, but he
Yeah.
ain't muted.
Yeah.
So Joe, you been doing any flying or?
Not a bit. I went. No, we
Weather?
did flew. We flew Friday, and you
Yeah.
saw all that, and then went to the airport Saturday a little bit, Sunday church, and I was at the airport all day today, messing with my airplane, getting ready to go fly tomorrow. The big one, the real one,
Oh, the real one. Okay.
He's got some people
The-
at church that they want to go for a ride, so
The RV.
I'm going to take them in the RV. Yes,
Yeah. That'll be good.
it'll be fun. I
It's
did
a little cooler here this week as the week goes on. So
here too.
Probably
I
good.
mowed grass today, and it sprinkled on me probably 2 or 3 times during the hour and a half I mowed, but never rained. Just sprinkled and quit.
yeah,
Just
yeah, we had
kept
that.
mowing fast.
Yeah, we had that yesterday in the afternoon. You could hear thunder going, and then dogs didn't like it. You go outside and it's just a little bit of spritzing on us, and that was
I think
it.
we're going to get rain here in another 30 minutes or so. It's going to rain tonight, I'm pretty sure.
We're not going to see any rain till, well, supposedly tomorrow. I looked at the weather. Now they're saying tomorrow evening.
Well, it didn't rain here at my house until we started working on the air conditioner, and then it was a downpour.
Oh
Oh.
no!
We might miss out, Colleen. We might miss out. I like my air conditioner. Keep it working.
Yeah,
I'm paying my electric bill.
Well, the electric bill's paid. It doesn't work when the motor burns up.
Nah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
That's what happened yesterday.
Oh man.
oh, is the motor?
Yeah, outside on the central air, on the condenser
Mhm.
and all that
Sure.
outside.
That's probably was it a $275 motor?
Yep,
Oh
Another
man!
150 to install it?
a little more.
Little more, yep.
This thing was making a racket. What it was, you could hear the compressor, and it wasn't blowing any air on it.
Hmm.
Cooling
Right.
cooling the compressor down. Man, I almost burned up the compressor. If I'd have burnt the compressor up, it'd have been 10 grand.
Oh,
There's
man.
thunder here at Colleen.
Yes, sir.
Huge thunder outside right now.
Right now. Huh.
Mhm.
And get your grandson or your granddaughter to help you do it. They can figure it right out. I'm not kidding either.
No.
They play them games, they blink, 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 and they'll have you on in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that computer stuff. That speaker trick, there's some tricks to that. I don't know, but there is tricks.
When I come to Oklahoma, I need to change your iPad name to Joe.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Yeah.
I would.
You'll remind me, I'll do it.
Colleen says she can do it. I even
Yeah, I
tried
bet
to
she
join-
can.
I joined YouTube, and I don't know what all that means. I haven't. Oh my goodness.
Well, you don't do it on that. You can do it while you're online right here. Colleen could do it. You just go up there and click on your name or your profile or whatever. Let's see. View my right click on your picture, and it'll say
I don't
view.
have a click.
There's no right click.
Oh, yeah, you don't have a click on an
You got-
iPad.
No, there's no.
Oh, that didn't work out well. That was a mistake.
I'll do it when you're done.
She says she'll do it. Switch
Yeah.
camera. I did learn I can switch to active speaker. That might be something he could do too. I don't know what that means.
No,
Oh, I can make mine. Whoever's talking, it goes to them automatically. Oh, I like that.
right.
I don't know if I like that.
Whoever talks, it comes on full screen for
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's under view.
them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
It's you select the sticker view.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
me?
I'm in.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
What up, guys?
Yay.
Hey, all right, you got
Smile.
voice.
Smile big. You're on candid camera.
That's what you do.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? How's everybody doing?
All right. What was it?
We're new.
I had a roommate here that I had an external microphone. I'm just using that for right now, so that helps. So
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. Yeah,
yeah,
that'll
You need to
work.
close. You need to close them shades behind you because that light
Yeah.
blocks you out.
Yeah, it's washing
that's all right.
the
It's sunny,
picture
sunny California. You know what I mean?
out. Yeah.
All right.
Land of
now-
the fruits and the nuts and nuts.
The fruits and the nuts. Yes, yes. This is California. We try to do the best we can while we're here, though. You know.
Dang right.
Yes.
What part of California?
Los Angeles area.
Uh,
We're at exactly in Los Angeles.
Right now I'm in Orange County. That's actually Orange County. I'm I'm right on the border. Orange, California. It's right there by Disneyland.
I know where it is.
Ah.
I'm from West Covina originally.
Yeah, I used to run a program in West Covina, as a matter of fact.
How
For a
about
long
that?
time.
Yeah,
And
my
that
son's in
hobby
Long
shop that
Beach.
was once there. Yeah, there was a hobby shop there too that was really good.
Ed's Covina Hobby.
All
Yes,
right.
sirree. Good place. But yeah, I'm over here crashing airplanes. You know, nice, good, competitive airplanes. So
Yeah.
that's been my problem. You know.
Forrest
That's-
Gump says it best.
Yeah.
Happens,
You're not-
man.
You're not supposed to crash them,
Yeah. I haven't
Yeah.
crashed. in a
but we
long
do, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I haven't crashed. And the last time I crashed an airplane was Wendy's Novanta, which was a real bad experience. But that was the last plane I crashed, and until that was 20 years ago. So it's been a long time.
Right.
I haven't
You're
flown in
doing
20 years.
Long time.
Long
You're doing
time.
good.
Yeah. So, anyways, good to be here and good to be on the Zoom meeting here.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to
Yeah.
see you too, Joe.
How's your new airplane? Tell me about your new airplane.
Yeah, it's an electric airplane. I'm going electric now over IC by far. It's just I hate to be biased like that, but I've flown for years with IC, and I went to electric, and the changeover is just it's hard to even put into words. That the progress, the improvements, the changes, what you can do with them versus IC. It was a big jump for me, and I feel that IC was holding me back in many ways.
Be darned.
Held back by IC motors. And I found when I flew the Max with the electric setup, man, immediately that just bumped me up about 50 points, 40 points at least, just on the maneuvers and the accuracy and what I could do with it. And that whole 2-4 brake stuff is gone. And having to, the darting around. It's just a slow, gradual, steady flight all the way through. And it's so easy to be accurate when it's doing that. Not that you can't set up an IC that way, because you can. Guys have. I couldn't do it. And well, anyways, I'm flying electric. It's an airplane that was built by a guy named Osvaldo Campos, who's closely or friends with the whole Orestes and that whole contingent, the Cuban contingent, I guess it would be. So it's a full take apart. It's all take apart. It's got a badass 3515 in it, all Igor electrics. And I'm trying to trim it out, Joe. I'm trying to trim it out. Right now, the problem is these timers and these ESCs got this boost in them now where it's real heavy on the insides. In other words, what he called like stick pressure, where it's real heavy on the inside and real light on the outside.
That's a flap issue, typically speaking.
Yeah,
Unless
so I'm trying to learn how to trim the boost on it so it doesn't have that boost when I go in.
Well, if it's boosting more inside and outside, they have something on there you can tilt and change that.
And I'm learning. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. The timer I was using before was that Cuban timer, which was just that passive. You change the RPMs, the flight time, delay time. That's it. These Igor timers, you can change the sensitivity, boost, RPMs, all this stuff.
Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
level laps upright, is it the same exact speed as level lap inverted?
Yes, I'm doing 5-4 laps right now. But
Okay, so the next question is: when you do inside loops, are they easy to fly and nice and round, but the handle pressure is a little higher, and the insides are a little harder to fly and lighter handle?
Okay, insides it's that heavy, what I call stick pressure handle. Where
Okay,
you know,
yes.
and outsides are real easy to kind of move.
Okay,
around,
what's
so-
happening is right now your elevators, they fly level when your flaps are down. So when you give it up, the flaps are resisting the turn, but it should be really, really groovy like that and
Yeah.
nice round. But when you come to intersections,
Yes.
you'll go up and you'll go vertical and you can't, it'll kick over on you.
Yes, that's what it's doing.
And then the
Joe.
outsides, you'll slide through your intersection and
There
you'll
you
go
go.
past it like that and then catch it going over.
And that's what it's doing. And,
Well,
and
then
Max
you-
wasn't doing that.
You lengthen that rod, do it a full turn, do it so much that the other opposite happens, and then
You're
go
talking
back
about-
after that.
You try to lessen the flaps and increase the elevators, right?
Yes.
Or what?
No, I'm talking about making the rod longer where the elevator
Okay.
goes up. So when you go back to
Okay.
neutral, the flaps come up. And
Okay.
if you go too far, you'll see the outside handle pressure go up and the insides have that light feel. Your flaps are flying down. And I'll bet you $1 to a dog donut that right now the level flight is so easy to fly. And
Oh, it doesn't-
inverted
yeah.
flight, that sucker's hunting like a dog.
It's not hunting. It's hunting
Inverted?
A little more, it's hunting
Inver-
more inverted than it is upright.
It
That's
hunts
for sure.
more inverted if I'm right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
the
yes,
flaps are
yes.
down, dude. Make the rod a full, just go a full turn.
Okay.
And if you go too far, you'll see the opposite happening. The
And it's all-
outsides will be
It's
light.
all adjustable, so you know.
Just do it and readjust the handle to neutral. You got to have that sucker flying good both ways, dude. You have
Yeah, I just got to figure out what I got to build, Joe, during the winter here. You know, I want to possibly build a Max B.
And
you know,
I don't,
that's what I'd like.
I don't have an opinion on what's the best. I think there's a lot of good airplanes.
Right, I know.
I mean,
So
Paul
many.
Walker's flown Impact's really good for, if I said 25 years, would I be wrong?
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
Long time.
But he could fly its toilet seat for 25 years and fly.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah, Sparky ain't wrong there.
man.
Lengthen that rod, David. Do it.
Okay.
Do it a full half. Do it a full turn. And then
Okay,
if
I
you see
will.
the handle pressures, your neutral's going to change now. You have to adjust the neutral back.
Yeah, that's okay. I can deal with that.
That you can do that, and then make sure
Yeah.
when airplane hunt, if it goes to hunting upright and doesn't inverted, you went too far.
Okay.
The flaps are hanging down. I guarantee you.
Okay.
It's got all the classic of that.
And he's got station. He fixed the lead outs in it too. Why he did that, I have no idea. So now, if I want to change the lead out location, I got to cut into it, which I'll do
I
it.
got to get my dog now.
Yeah.
He ain't
Mine's
bugging me
sitting here in my
tonight.
lap.
So Joe, if my airplane's hunting upside down, which way do the flaps got to go?
The flaps are when the flaps are toward the sky, it hunts. So if you're hunting upside down, you got to lengthen the rod. But
Oh,
a quarter turn will make a difference, y'all. I'm telling you right up front, a quarter turn is all it takes out to make a difference. And
Well, I have no way to lengthen it. I'll have to bend the elevators.
then you want to hold the elevators and bend the flaps. That way your neutral stays the same.
huh.
If you hold the
Oh,
elevator,
you dirty
bend the
dog.
flap.
I didn't think of that before.
Well, why not?
Because I ain't that smart, evidently.
Okay.
See?
So which way the
The
flaps?
flaps got to go up. Hold the elevators, bend the flaps up one at a time. That way you're not stressing as much.
Yeah.
Hold the elevators, two of them with wood blocks, and bend one flap up, and then bend the other flap up.
And
Hmm.
that's inverted. It's I was telling you about that. It's
Yes. And
inverted.
it doesn't take a lot, Robert. It doesn't take a 16th of an inch.
A couple of degrees, a few degrees is all
I
it
think a
takes.
half a degree will make a difference. I do. I'm pretty picky on that. You can fly anything I own, Robert, when you come to Tulsa. You can fly one of my Blue Maxes if you want and see what you think about it.
You need to
Interesting.
fly this Viper and tell me what you think about it, and so you can figure out what's wrong with it.
Talking about the Simply Blues?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have to when I'm
Wait,
inverted.
wait a minute, Sparky.
Wait a
Did
minute,
you not
wait a
just
minute.
win the, Go
When
ahead.
I'm inverted, I have to be on it so much to hold it in the groove. It should be able to just lay down on it. I turn away from it. It should fly level you know,
It
around.
should.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
it doesn't. I got to be right on top of it to make sure I'm inputting so I can get it to stay right there.
He's right. Something's not flat.
The flaps are out. And upright, when you find upright, you can just lock it in 5 foot and look away and it stays there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And on the inside loops,
Okay,
they're
that's what it
easy
is
to
then.
fly around.
Yeah.
The outsides, you got to chase them a little. You got to wrestle it to get the outside loops to nice. Is what's
Yep.
going to happen.
So I still have to lengthen the push rod.
Lengthen the push rod. That's right. What's happening, I don't know why this, they get Howard on it, he can tell you. But in my opinion, all the airplanes we fly, the way the ratios are, the elevator always flows with the wind. It flies level and it'll deflect the flaps up or down.
Okay.
So if the flaps are down, you got to raise the elevator. So when it comes back to neutral, the flaps come up to it. And Elwin, I learned this from Elwin. Elwin took pictures all the time out there. And I'd have an airplane doing what you're saying. And he'd take pictures. Well, dang it, the flaps are down. And I'd lengthen that rod and make the flaps got better. And I said, well, ain't that something? But I've never seen a picture where the elevators were straight with the flow and the flaps will be deflected. You just go back and look for Google Elwin's pictures and look at that. You'll see them plain as day. And I know people talk about putting down the elevator in it.
Photographer.
Yeah, but people talk about making the elevator down and then it does make it groove better if they are. But inverted, it won't groove as good. And the interchange.
Well, we used to put a whole lot of slop in the elevator.
But when you do that, you got to straight line the middle of your maneuvers that you got to hurry pick it. You'll have a straight line right there, in my opinion.
Anything you do, you're going to pay for somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
There ain't no free ride, guys.
And them dang judges can see all that.
Yeah.
We'd
be a bad bunch.
I'm gigging you, Stephen.
I got it.
We'd be a bad bunch.
I'm in luck. I got 3/32 flat horns drill
That's
rod.
perfect. It'll work. You can
It'll
just
work.
put blocks on your stabilizer and bend one at a time.
And I want to bend them
Up. Just a kiss.
As it's sitting on its wheels, I want to bend them up.
That's right. If you go too far, the problem will change. It'll go the other way.
It'll go the other way with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. Then I'll know it's what
Then
I'm
you'll know.
right.
Right, that's right. That's right.
Every
The
time
only
we
thing
come
gets
on
me
here,
about this, the only thing gets me about this is I watched Sparky fly Simply Blue, and I thought it was the best flight I'd ever seen him fly. And then it's got a problem, buddy. You must have really been concentrating on that airplane, because that puppy flew well.
No, they just flew crappier than I did.
That's, Robert, you're bad.
That's the truth. I only had 6 flights for the year.
yeah.
Well, I just went to the West Virginia to the show up there, and I had 2 flights for the year.
Bunch of people showed up, looked like, though, Phil.
Yeah, it was a
They
lot
had a
of fun.
pretty good turnout, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We didn't have near as much as we did year before last, but
I'll be darned.
it was a good deal. Next year, they're going to change the format. Friday's going to be a stunt clinic, and Saturday's going to be the whole show for the kids. Everything's going to be one day. We're going to try to keep an airplane in the air all day long. Try to
You're
get
gonna
2
need 2
circles.
or 3 of them. Yeah.
Get 2 circles going. I mean, with our stuff, with stunners, real stunners.
Sure.
Have two guys flying patterns and have one up all the time. And in the other circles, there's 2 guys that fly scale planes, and they get out there and just put on a show with a B-20, a B-17 and a Tiger Cat, Navy carrier Tiger Cat, and a B-17 scale plane. And they put on a show, and then they fly these little half-A job discs and look like junk. And the Junkyard Wars winner from Brodak a couple years ago, they had that out there last year and this year. And we're just going to try to keep something in the air. This year we had too much space with nothing in the air, and we got to fix that for next year. They got me to try to fly my airplane in a chair. A chair, y'all. Now, if you've ever seen anybody fly in a chair and thought it was easy, you lose all your perspective of where the heck you are. You're watching the airplane and everything goes by, and I could see the top. They had a piece of looked like big blue plastic on top of the fence all the way down the back. And I could see that come up and have some idea where I was. But you lose your perspective of where you are so bad that I got up and didn't realize I was drunk till I got up and about staggered
I'll
three
be
steps.
Man,
I said, man, this, ooh, I don't do that. And, Ibanez, oh, heaven's sakes, what's his name? Big,
Amber-
tall,
Angstrom.
Angstrom did it after I did it. And he had the same, he said, I don't like that feeling. That don't feel right.
We got a
And then I
question
flew,
from the peanut gallery here.
go ahead.
It's for anybody here. How do you calculate the wing aspect ratio, and what is the best aspect ratio for a stunt aircraft? Does it depend on the weight of the aircraft or flying speed?
ask 100 people, you'll get 100 answers.
That's a can of
100
worms
different
I'm not
answers.
going to get into.
It's whatever you like. It's whatever you like. The baseline that everybody has gone by for years is the 57 Nobler. That's the best lines. That's the best everything. But you talk to somebody who's flown a 64 Aries or whatever, you know, an old classic airplane, and they think that's the best. Then you fly somebody that's flown a decent, it has to be a decently built and light impact, because that plane builds heavy anyway. But if it's right, they fly so well. It's just personal preference. I've got a friend who's got an airplane that he absolutely loves, and I think it's a dog.
But nobody's answered his question. How do you figure the aspect ratio?
That
Go
I
ahead,
don't
Jim.
know, honestly.
I could answer that.
Can't
Go
you?
ahead.
Okay, go for it.
In simplistic terms, the aspect ratio is the ratio of the wingspan divided by the mean chord. And one way to calculate that, let's see, would be to take the wing area and divide it by the span. I think that would get you there.
Be pretty close.
A good guess is take one wing and measure halfway out and measure that. That's a good place. That's a simple way of getting there.
Yeah.
Simple way.
It's just a term of efficiency. High aspect ratio ships will probably turn faster, but they're difficult to keep in trim. They have other problems, right? I think like 5.0, 5.5 is pretty standard in most of our airplanes.
That's it.
6.0 would be considered very high aspect ratio. Dennis Adamson used to build some very high aspect ratio.
If I remember reading the article by Nesban, his opinion was 6.5 is a perfect stunt ship. And I think a Nobler's 8.5. Does that sound right to you guys? Long, thin wings, high aspect.
Yeah. A glider is ultra high aspect ratio.
Ultra high. That's right.
And it's more as far as just creating lift over drag, it's more efficient. It's got other problems, but
here's how I calculate some of that turning factor. I'll do it like this with these two. This is not an airfoil, but we'll say this is an airfoil, and we're going to balance it 25%. So here we are right here at the balance point. The length of this is the amount of time it takes to turn around that balance point. If you lengthen this up and move the balance point back to 30%, it's still farther from 30% to the trailing edge, meaning longer time to go around the same span. So it's going to turn slower. But they buffet, high aspect wing buffets in the wind.
You know, I was just thinking about the high aspect ratio. Wendy and Craig Gunder used to fly a high aspect ratio wing back in the 80s.
Still does.
Yeah, and Wendy, I've flown Wendy's LJs, which were large James high aspect ratio airplanes, and they were a handful, especially in the wind. Big airplanes, and they were a handful. That's
how much did they weigh?
Oh, Craig Gunder was pretty heavy. He built a pretty heavy.
That's why.
Well, I mean, Craig flew real competitive with it, but it was a big airplane. it was a beast to handle in the wind, and but he did reasonably well with that. He still flies them now. You said, Philip?
Oh, yeah.
He's still got a, he calls it Big Red, but it looks like a pattern master with
It
a,
looks like a cardinal to me.
well, it kind of does look like a cardinal without the
3-inch thick
pointed
airfoil.
tips. But
think
it's a
The
It's a big
hinge
airplane.
line, the tail moment makes all that different too. If you took an 8.5 with the 18-inch tail moment, or a 8.5 with the 14-inch tail moment, they're not going to perform the same. It's a bigger answer than just what's the best. I don't know the answer to what's the best, y'all.
There's
it's really going to be.
There's
Go ahead.
100 other parameters that matter.
Yeah.
That's
That-
it.
Yeah.
It's just going to matter. It's just going to be determined by what you like. It's personal preference. That's why Steve said, ask 100 people and get one answer from them. You'll get 100 different answers.
There's an idiot from Oklahoma can make a ringmaster turn pretty good.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I don't know about the idiot part, but there's a guy in Oklahoma that can fly the pants off a ringmaster.
But the alignment and power of any single airplane generally swamps a lot of these design criteria people like to talk about.
I 100% agree, Jim. 100%.
Mhm.
That prop needs to pull that airplane around by the nose wherever you tell it to go.
You can, if you pay attention to how the airplane's flying, you can see that pulling and pushing too. I can anyway. You know, that it's the nose is driving the airplane. Because when they start wallowing like this, you know damn well it ain't got no power.
No,
My
it's very
lesson,
interesting to fly other people's airplanes and
it
see how
is.
they feel.
It is. Yes, absolutely. I've been very fortunate to fly lots of folks. And, there's some things I like better than mine, some things you don't. You trim them, do something to make a change. If you don't like it, you'll learn why. But
Yep.
oh, that power plant is a big deal. Huge deal.
I agree.
When you have too much power,
No, because you can tame it back.
Yeah, you can always,
You
that's
gotta learn
right.
how to harness it.
The too much power for me is when I play with nitro and get too much in the corners, it'll squirt. It'll jump in the corners, squirt. I'd rather have it squirt than wallering through the corner and not be
Oh,
able
heck
to
yeah.
catch it. But that's
Yeah, me too.
too much.
Ed's in the
There's-
house. Good to
Those
see
things
you.
Yeah.
Ed.
have-
But that's one of the things about electric airplanes I like. I think they have superb power, and
Oh.
it's incredibly consistent and repeatable,
I
Yes.
think
more than glow is, and I find that to be very helpful to me.
I can see that.
I think that's the key, Jim. For me, anyways, is the repeatability. You can replicate it, and it's consistent and constant. You
Yeah,
know?
that's the ticket. That's helped more pilots advance faster than any other thing I can think of in electric. Is every flight, unless you mess with it, and you really got to mess with an electric. Every flight's like the one before. So if it was flying right last time, it's going to fly the same this time. And like we went from here to West Virginia, and the electric still flew like it did here.
It lets you evaluate trim changes, I think, a lot better.
Mhm.
That's my experience.
I know electrics have been good for some people because they don't understand how engines work, but I have zero problems with my Tigers. They run exactly the same every time. Don't have to monkey with the needle or nothing. Don't matter what elevation I go to. Of course, I'm not flying in Denver, but they just run the same all the way
Yeah,
through.
but how long did it take you to get there, Sparky?
I've been flying them for years.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You know, for those of us who grew up on glow, we can understand glow, but somebody's trying to start now, trying to get advanced now. The electric is just so much easier.
It sure scares me, but they say it is.
Yeah, I tried it, and it sure seems spooky to me. Plus, well, there's
Scared me, Joe, and then I finally got to a point where I said, okay, let me try it, and it's just been a blessing.
I've got a Blue Max out in the garage. I need to get some batteries for it and figure it out, but I get it. When you see them fly at the Worlds and the Nats, there is no question that rascal's doing its job. That electric motor's pulling that airplane. And not everybody's is created equal either, but you could tell the best right off the bat. It's not rocket science to figure it out. Their
You see
place
that little
look better
Italian
in
dude
the
or that little
corner.
Chinese girl.
I think all the
Wow.
Chinese guys had their engines remarkably well.
Yeah,
I
the
fly in
Italians
both.
did too.
I fly in both, and I've been pretty successful with glow, but I prefer the electric.
Your motor would run real well too, Joe, if it was sponsored by the state.
Yeah, yeah. You got a point there.
Colleen sponsors Joe's motor.
If you didn't win, you were going to come home and go in a box. You'd probably fly better. Let's see, Marty.
Well, I don't know if that doctor was in any danger of anything, any kind of reprisals at all, but I'm telling you what, that little Chinese woman impressed me more than I have been impressed in a long time. I walked out.
She'd be in the top 10 at our Nats in the New York minute, Phil.
Oh, in a minute.
In a minute.
I walked out there on the field, didn't have any idea who she was, didn't know anything, didn't know what country she was from, nothing. Just watched her flight. And her airplane presented so well and looked so good, and she absolutely flew the wings off that thing. She was amazing. Now there was a couple points where I thought she could do a little better, and that's where she got beat. That little Italian.
But she won I thought she won the girls event.
She won the girls event. She did.
Yeah.
She did, but I thought she could win the whole darn thing, but she got beat by the little Italian dude.
The Chinese junior was awesome too.
Hey, Steve, I just got a report. When we were working on my air conditioner, there was lightning and everything. That was yesterday, the 10th. Historic Lemp Mansion was struck by lightning at 3:28 on Sunday. The northernmost chimney was struck, direct hit of the corner of the structure, causing bricks to dislodge and shower the adjacent parking area with dime-sized, quarter-sized pieces of brick.
Oh, man.
So it was a pretty good smack. You know, I saw a big lightning bolt go over that direction, but I didn't know it hit the Lemp Mansion.
That's not that far from you, is it?
No.
Wow.
And we were out working on
I knew Sparky lived in a big house, big gutsy neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. I got a few streets.
He's got asphalt in the front yard and his driveway.
I'll tell you what pisses me off. The city comes in and puts a brand new sidewalk in, and I got dog prints on every square of the new concrete. Okay, great. The gas guy comes in and puts a new gas meter in, and they had to chisel up the sidewalk on the side of my house. I got 2 footprints in that. So they lay a street down, and everywhere on the street is fine except for right in front of my house where the Amazon guy came in and dug his wheels into the pavement. Unbelievable. Right in front of my house. All 3 things. 3 different times right in front of my house. That bothers me to death.
Who have you ticked off first, Sparky?
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
No, sometimes it's just dumb luck.
You know, but speaking of glow, Sparky, I mean, I've seen these guys come out here to Whittier and fly these Rodak 40s, pretty sweet motor, and the Aero Tigers 36s, and this guy's out there with Jim Greenaway Super Tiger 60s that run really, really well, really well.
If you think a Greenaway runs good, you ought to see Sparky's engines run.
Yeah, I know the Randy Gardner.
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
Those things, they're just like a turbine.
Yeah.
They just don't skip a beat, period.
Well, Tom Legg built some good ones too.
I got a couple.
Yeah, I've got 2 of Tom's, and they're good motors, but that stuff Sparky's got, you just take yours and pull your stuff out and drop this stuff in, put it together and break it in a little bit and go out and fly it. And Sparky's motors they're easy to start, or appear to be easy to start, and they just don't skip a beat. It might be because that old buzzard knows how to run them, because he has been doing this for a year or 2.
Yeah. Bob, Sparky doesn't the Brian Gardner stuff eliminate the ring?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all ABC.
Yeah. No ring. So it'll last it'll last all of my lifetime left. All the motors I got.
And you're not gonna wear one of them out.
Does
So,
it make it easier to start too?
yeah.
They got pinch in them. So when it gets hot, the pinch goes away. So if you overheat it, the pinch goes away. It doesn't destroy the motor. Cools off, the pinch comes back. That's it. That's just modern silicon technology.
Metallurgy,
Yeah, that's right.
modern machining and metallurgy. This new metal's amazing. And where we used to have to burn a half a gallon of fuel to break one in, give it 3 runs and the darn thing's ready to fly.
And it makes the motor ½ ounce lighter because it removes the steel cylinder, makes it aluminum.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hey,
I
Denny,
found I
I
found
saw
a whole
you,
bunch of pluses, but
you
no
changed your
negatives.
name there. Is that, did one of your grandkids do that? Are you Dead
No, I'm-
Am?
I have a new PC. I'm gonna have to see if I can fix that. I didn't notice that.
Thought maybe a grandchild called you that.
No,
Don't
Dad
call you
MD.
grandpa, they call you Dad Am.
Yeah. I don't even know how to change that. I'll have to find that. Anyhow, it's got to be a setup thing here somewhere in Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's at the top.
And if you're on an iPad, tell iPad in the top right corner how to do it.
Yeah.
hmm
Dennis, did you get a chance to fly your Corsair yet?
I have not. We've had some
Yeah.
crazy times going on, and it got hot and nasty again and stuff. I decided not really going for a contest or anything like that. I don't have any reason to go out when it's, when we got a 98 degree wind or heat index. Actually,
know what
plus
you mean
there was a weird thing this week. The club ran a great big event over the weekend and closed the field on Thursday so they could prep it, and then Saturday and Sunday it was the event. So today the trees were doubled over and all that, so that made it kind of academic, but it was hot and everything like that. So
Yeah.
anyhow, but all a long and windy way of saying, no, I didn't get to try it yet. In fact, I was kind of hoping John Miller would be here because I've been working on a John Miller airplane. So
Oh, he'll be here. He'll be here shortly, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I think he.
mhm.
I remember
Yeah,
it's
Denny, if
early in
you-
Utah
if you-
yet.
Denny, if you right click on your own picture, you get a menu that comes up, and on that menu at the very bottom is rename.
Take a look.
Yeah, you got to right click on your own picture.
Yeah, but I changed it.
Oh, you sure did.
Mhm. No more identity crisis.
No
So,
more. Yeah. Now, Phil,
Okay.
you were talking about something in West Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Is that the same thing that Ed Waskey was
Yeah,
working
it's
on?
Ed's show. It's
Same
Ed's show.
event, right?
Right.
Oh, okay, okay.
We went and had a ball. It was if you get a chance to go next year, you owe it to yourself to go. It's like a small version of Brodak.
Hmm.
It's a little Brodak, and it's just a lot of fun.
I saw
Everybody-
Brodax
nope.
was there.
Well, you're an hour away from Brodak, you know.
They were there, weren't they? Wasn't
Oh yeah,
Nikki
they had a
there to-
booth.
Oh, yeah.
Nikki
They,
had-
They
Closed the
had a
hobby
booth.
shop.
they closed down Friday and Saturday.
Ah,
Hmm.
I had asked one of them if it. Wait a minute. I ate some peanuts earlier, and apparently they didn't all go down.
uh-oh.
I asked one of the girls if they could bring me a needle valve for a needle valve, the whole assembly, and they did. No shipping. So
Nikki,
you know,
Nikki
it's-
was there. I saw.
yeah, Nikki's the one that brought it. Nikki and
Debbie
Nikki, Debbie, and I can't remember his name. The guy
Parker.
that does the Parker,
Yeah.
does the laser cutting.
Yeah.
See, Ed can remember everybody's name. I can't remember. If you got a name tag, I can't remember. But anyway,
That's why we had
one of
them.
those things. Yeah, well, yeah. Next year we got to find mine. Everybody says, "Who are you?" I don't know. Where'd you lose your name tag? I didn't get it this year. But anyway, it'd be all right. But we had a good time. It was we got out there and Bob Hunt was there flying his twin. And we had Victoria Jagger came, and she is quite a lady. She will sit and tell stories as long as you got time to listen. And she's just really, really quite a lady. And I mean lady. She's something else. And We had a great time. Ed put on a heck of a show. It was a great time. We had a good time both nights, Friday night and Saturday night. And Sunday night we were so pooped it wouldn't have mattered. We walked down to Friday's, got a steak, and then went back to bed. It was we were beat. Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. Bunch of us walked down there and got a steak, and kept expecting Ed to show up, but he didn't. I don't know. He must have got tired himself.
They tried to get me to go to a couple of them asked me to go to Texas Roadhouse, and no. Ed is going to take several days to recover, and I'm still recovering.
How many
gonna tell you
flyers
what.
showed up? How many control line flyers showed up?
I don't know.
Scale 3, 4 in scale, and then Will, Mark, Phil, Bob, Angstrom family. So, yeah, what, 6 then?
6 maybe.
I guess
6, 7.
6.
Yeah.
I
Now,
thought
Phil, what did you think of him flying the twin off of that turf?
I thought it was neat. It
Did you
worked
see
great.
how smooth that stuff was?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had preconceived notions about the turf because last year I hit it and it grabbed the plane, and well, I think what had happened, that plane had been crashed before, and I think I had a good size problem with the wings and didn't know it. I had checked it and they seemed right, but when that thing hit the ground, it folded up much too easy. But so I was probably flying a busted airplane anyway and didn't know it. But anyhow, when I flew on it this year with my SE5A especially, it was so smooth. Once you got rolling, the scale guys had set up a coroplast runway, but I couldn't get off of it. You know, I'm a stunt guy. I quarter lap, so I hit the end of that runway and keep on rolling. And the plane it was like it was on asphalt. It just went across it just beautiful. So I love the facility.
was it dirt or was it AstroTurf?
It's AstroTurf.
It looked like AstroTurf when I thought I saw.
It's AstroTurf. It's
Yep.
carpet. It's a carpet looking stuff.
Mhm.
Now the outfield of the ball fields is grass, but all that infield is AstroTurf, green and brown AstroTurf.
Well, just don't set the airplane down till you're ready to roll. That way it doesn't sink in.
Oh, it didn't sink. This stuff's so thick it didn't sink.
That's
And I
good.
got little bitty narrow World War I tires on mine.
Yeah.
You know, little scale tires on it, and it does fine. The plane with bigger tires, the Nobler, man, it was.
Who were the scale guys?
Pavement. What?
Before I go there, I forgot to say Wesley. Will brought Wesley.
Oh boy.
The scale guys was Bernie Trent out of Maryland.
Yes.
And then Tim Lenore and George Marinka.
And George had to be
Pete.
17 then.
Yeah, and Pete Klepsik.
Pete had to be 25 if he flew it there.
He didn't fly, but he was there with it. And
Pete's a mess. That boy can build an
He
airplane
is.
too.
He really is.
He can build an airplane. Holy.
I'm gonna tell you what. He told us some stories that curl your hair.
That boy could build an airplane.
That's
He's
Pete.
something else.
Yeah. Oh,
He
and
does nice cars,
Victoria had the handle in her hand flying a
Good.
ring wrap.
Oh, good. Darn, I missed that.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. I missed that. That's cool.
The two Air Force recruiters were there, female and male. They got a chance, and you know.
I kept wanting to get Ed over there on it, but we never could get him over there. He was staying busy. But
Yeah.
I mean, he literally stayed busy, and he was running all over that place. But
How many children?
y'all get-
How many children did you fly? You reckon?
they flew 150. They said Friday, and I don't know what the
150.
final number was Saturday.
Saturday
But I'm
was
gonna tell you
busier than
what.
Friday.
Little Wesley, this girl came up 14 or 15 years old, beautiful little girl, short shorts, a halter top, and a good suntan. Wesley goes out there with her, and he just, oh man, she's a head taller than him. he goes out there, and after about 5 laps, he just comes walking out of the circle and just lets her out there and lets her fly it by herself. And I mean, he didn't run out of the circle. He just walked out of the
The
circle.
ring rat.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I said, Wesley, boy, you're slipping. He said, what do you mean? I said, that pretty girl, and you're over here instead out there holding on to her. What's the matter with you? He turned red as a
He didn't
beet.
have no idea what to do.
He
Oh,
turned
maybe.
red as a deadgum
Well,
beet, man.
How
Well,
old is he?
Oh,
you know, Phil, we were talking afterwards and we're looking at the numbers for Friday and Saturday.
uh-huh.
And Friday always seems to be on the lower side and that. So, you know, like I said, we're looking at what do we do next year differently. So I'm going to get a committee together, and starting off with the people that support it and make sure that whatever we decide to do, the support is there and stuff. But I just don't like it that everybody that shows up there can't enjoy going into the free flight with Doug Griggs and stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
I didn't get to go see Doug this year at all. I
You know,
hated
and
that.
that's you know, go down there and watch Expo Man fly.
I did that. Expo Man was cool. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Now the candy drop, man, this year when they did
Yeah.
the candy drop, the plane flew over and there's got to be 50 kids. That one
Yeah.
round, I think there were 75 kids. And this thing came over. I said, Lord, there ain't going to be enough candy for that many kids. Boy, was I wrong. There must have been 5 pounds of candy came out of the thing. It sprayed the whole length of the line. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
Man, them kids were out there for a few minutes getting up all that candy. But
Did
he's
they-
a heck of a pilot. He's that's just a lot of fun. That's just a
And this
lot of
was
fun.
done
Well,
with a
yeah,
light-
yeah, oh, that's right. Jim Martin is an RC scale guy, but he's also control line scale.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, he helped me judge at Brodak. So there's another one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's
Ed,
a
on
mess.
and
Man,
Mark
did you-
Radcliffe.
okay.
Yeah, Mark Radcliffe was one flying the RC planes, and he was amazing. He he blew my mind. I knew Mark was a good flyer, and I knew he was an ex-pattern flyer, and I've talked to him many times. He's also a control line flyer, though he didn't get to even come up there. He stayed busy the whole weekend.
Yeah.
But
So-
Mark is a heck of a flyer and a heck of a guy, and we had a lot of fun cutting up at
Yeah.
dinner and all with him.
Yeah.
He's a lot of fun.
Sorry, Dennis, interrupted you there.
No, no
I'm
problem. I
sorry,
was just
Dennis.
wondering what prop you settled on for Expo Man.
We did not touch a thing because it was flying and we didn't want to mess around. I've got the props with me.
That was the
we-
8.6 is the last one I heard. You were going to try at 8.8. So apparently you didn't
Yeah,
try that one.
I've
then.
got two
Okay.
8.8s. On the 6th of September, we have a fly-in at Wingnuts. And so it'll be tested before then. And so I'm going to leave one at 8.8, and then I'm going to take the other one and make it a 7.5 8.
Yeah.
That way I can just easily get them, make sure they're balanced and get it there. But yeah.
Yep.
What motor's on that thing?
Well, let's see here. The one Denny told me to put on a 2209. Does that sound right, Denny?
It's a 2216.
2216. Yeah.
216.
Actually, he
Well, I'm
took the
gonna tell you
motor
one
off the
thing,
Brodak combat plane. And
The first flight of it Friday morning, he flew over the trees and turned, and I thought, how in the heck is he seeing that thing? Because he's down there and I can barely see it. I just knew he was going to fly it in the tree. But Mark, being the pilot that he is, he come right between two trees and come right back over the field. And then he got up some altitude before he went back over there again. But the second flight was much better. The third flight was better yet. So, but
Yeah.
every time Expo Man would go up, everybody's over, look at that, Superman's flying. It was cool. The kids just had a ball. The kids just had a ball. Vicky and I gave out a few of our little egg crate airplanes, and the kids would come over and see one, and the ones that ask about it, we'd go over and show them how to fly it, give them a set of plans and a egg crate, and then we give them a finished glider so they go home and fly one. And we gave out probably 30 of them. I think we came home with about 8 or 10. But they had to ask about them because I'm trying to do 3 things at once, and
Yeah.
and trying to stay cool because it was warm out there.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what, we had a heck of a good time.
Phil, we were talking about
Go ahead.
Phil, we were talking about the AstroTurf. Well, I looked at the AstroTurf behind the building for
Yeah.
a possibility of having a get together there, and it's 200 foot by 400 foot, so you can easily get
Yeah.
two big circles and a small one there.
Well, Mark and I were looking, and I think we could get 2 circles. Now it's grass, but in the outfield of that one field where Mark and them were flying, where the helicopters landed.
Oh, no,
That
no, no,
one
no.
would-
I'm talking about behind the
You're
building.
talking about in soccer fields.
No, the main
Back there
building, the main
out there
building
behind-
where the turf is, inside
Yeah.
turf, behind it is 200 by 400 foot artificial
Yeah,
turf.
we looked at it last year.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be a great place for a contest. I'll come fly on it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna bring my good
Gerber
stuff
snuck-
next
hold
year.
on,
We're not
let's
gonna.
give
I'm not
Mark
gonna worry
Gerber a
about
chance to
flying.
talk. Phil,
Yeah.
give Mark Gerber a chance to talk. I noticed he snuck in 15,
I
20
know.
minutes ago.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mark. You got an update for us?
Not much. I'm putting the coats of finishing resin on the Bearcat, so there's not much to see. But
Come on, you got pictures. Show them.
sharing is not turned on.
Oh, you're right. Allow. Okay. There you go. We got to get us a Bearcat fix.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, the Bearcat looks just like it did
All right.
Friday, except I've got more coats of resin on it now.
Good deal.
And that's what I'll be doing this week. I'd be trying to finish up the resin, get it nice and smooth. Then I can spray a coat of gray primer on, and then you'll see some difference. So
That far wing's shining pretty good, Mark.
yeah, this is the one that broke over here.
Hey, Mark, this is Dave Eiskins. I was just gonna ask you, you putting a Tiger 60 in that, correct?
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it one of Tom Lay's, or is just the one that you had?
It's one that Dick Carville gave me.
Oh, okay. It's probably it could be a gym, big gym.
And no, I think I don't know what he did to it, but it runs a little bit better than the Tom Lay one that I have.
He had good running 60s.
Yeah, that's why I talked to him. I went to see him a few years ago, and he said, "I'm going electric. I don't need these anymore." And he went through his drawer. He pulled out his best Super Tiger 60 and handed it to me. He says, "Here." I says, "How much do you want?" He said, "Oh, nothing. Just take it."
Yeah.
Oh man, good show.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he had some good running 60s, no doubt about it. I remember all of them.
You got solid lead outs on that, Mark?
No, they're cable.
Okay, good. They look like they're solid. They're sticking straight out.
Well, they're pretty. You can sort of see the braid there a little bit.
Yeah, you do the same thing I do, black and red.
Anyway,
Look at all those pictures. Show me that P-47. Hang on, don't go
the
away.
big news is Lynn Boss is going to have a fun fly on Labor Day weekend. And this is Lynn's field. Some of you have seen it before, but he's down by east of Denver, about 15 miles, a little town called Watkins. And he's got some really good neighbors. He's had this circle here for 20 years.
Oh my goodness.
It's all concrete, concrete center pad, and then the fabric over the infield and over here in the pit. So it's a great place to go have fun and fly, and as long as the wind doesn't come up. And some of you know Lynn, he's got a beautiful scale P-47.
Oh my goodness. I want to fly that.
And that's what he flies on that circle. This thing's 20 years old.
My goodness.
I think it's a top flight kit originally, an RC that he converted.
It's got a gas engine in it, looks like.
Yeah, he's got flaps and retractable gear and
Top Flight had a couple of different. I'm sorry, they had a couple of sizes. One was around 60-inch, one was
That's a
around, I
60
think,
inch right
quarter
there.
or fifth scale or something like that.
That's a 60-incher right there, I believe.
I think this is even bigger. I think this might be the 80-inch version.
All right, there was a giant scale version.
Yeah,
So,
I
okay,
think this is the,
so it's an
it's-
80-inch minimum
it's a big
wingspan.
airplane.
Yeah,
Anyway, and so Lynn here's flying it last year.
hmm.
Really, really nice in the air. So,
80-inch airplane, that's a handful. That's a Joe size airplane, right?
I'd fly that in a heartbeat, dude.
Yeah, that's it. Put a couple more motors on it, make you feel at home. So
anyway, that's what I got to talk about tonight. So we can go back to
That's
talking
great.
about West Virginia and all the fun you had last weekend. And
Mark's
Mr.
on.
President. Welcome,
Mr.
Mr. President.
Wax on.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
Mark Weiss.
I'm here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
Sparky, I haven't forgotten about you. I promise.
That's all right.
I was arrested in West Virginia, and
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we heard about that.
it was a great experience. Another great experience.
I believe that.
I want to know what Jim's working on. You drill bit something tiny?
I'm building little piece parts for the next airplane. Here's some formers. I'm building the formers here. Things like that. Things like that. So it's going to have take apart stuff. So I'm working on take apart pieces. Like here's some fuselage take apart pieces of work.
Bless you, my child. Put your thumb on the table right in front of you and take a hammer and hit it.
Yeah, I've done it before. I've never fuselage take apart like this. So this is the
so
first time for that.
what airplane are you building?
It's another Predator.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to do pretty much what Howard's doing. You know, it's the same design as Howard, really. And, you know, Howard has the ability to pack it up in a little suitcase and get on a plane and go somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's what I'd like to be able to do.
Well, you travel a lot. It'd be worth it.
Yeah, yeah. So out west, the airplane contests are very few and they're very far apart.
Yeah,
So
too bad.
I've always wanted to go to the Northwest Regionals. I mean, that's to go from the Phoenix area to there. It's 2 hard days each way.
12-hour days, huh?
Each way, yeah.
It'd be 3 days getting there for me, I bet you.
Yeah, and then you know you need a day to recover and all that.
Well, you got to get there 3 days ahead of time so you can rest up to learn to fly.
Right, right. So I'd like to be able to do that. I've thought about buying
You can't get appearance points and you can't compete without them.
Well, I can socialize and I'm not going to worry about. I'll spot you 20 points, Joe. I'm happy to come hang out with you.
You want to spot me nothing, dude. You want to spot me anything. You're as good as I am.
So that's what I'm working on. I'm an incredibly slow builder. So, but I've got a lot of airplanes, so I don't have a reason to go fast. Matter of fact, we were reorganizing the house, and I put 2 airplanes into a bedroom. So now I got 2 slots in the shop. So that's
There
really
you
good news.
Where is your wife living, Jim?
Oh, she's pretty good. You know,
Okay.
I have airplanes in all kinds of places. You know. We used to have them in the kitchen.
No,
Oh,
They're
Oh,
not in
man.
the kitchen anymore.
there's 3 in the spare bedroom. There's 3 hanging up permanently. But that's the spare bedroom
At your house?
at my house.
Yeah, that's kind of what our house is like. I got 5 or 6 in our master bedroom.
Oh, I don't have any in the master bedroom. I don't think that'd work out. One time on that,
Mhm.
that quilt rack, see that quilt rack back there? There's a big piece of wood up there. And there wasn't any quilt there. And one day she came home from work and I had 3 airplanes in formation hanging on that quilt rack. She said, "That's cool, but that ain't staying."
Get him, Colleen. Don't give him no slack.
I had them hanging there in formation, straight down.
Well,
Looked
you
like
have
the
a
Blue
hanger.
Angels flying.
You've
there's-
got a hangar. I just live in a house in suburbia. I
I
thought
think
that-
there's 8 airplanes at the hangar hanging up. There is 8.
Bob Hunt's with us tonight.
Oh, good deal.
Hey, guys.
Hello, Mr. Hunt, sir.
Hey, Bob.
Heavy on the mister.
Recuperating.
Yeah.
Ask him who he had in the circle with him.
What's that?
Bunch of children.
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
What did you, who did you have in the circle with you?
Well, I had Victoria Jagger out there. That was cool. And after I got done flying, she thanked me. I said it was an honor. She's to fly for you. She said, "Well, you flew for 2 of us." I said, "What do you mean?" And she pulled the necklace out. She has some of Chuck's ashes in a little thing on her necklace. She said, "You flew for Chuck too."
That's cool.
Oh, that's
She's
cool.
I
I came up with
very cool lady.
I came up with an adjective to suit that lady, and it may sound nerdy, but she's nifty.
Yeah, she is nifty.
She's nifty. Down to earth. What a storyteller.
Yeah.
Good
Bob
writer.
was flying and she's trying to watch him all the way around. Bob says, "Just watch over here. Everything's going to happen over
And she
here."
was spinning around and trying to watch every lap of her rear end. Pretty funny.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Fun.
Every time Bob would go to fly, the place would just stop and we'd watch Bob fly.
It was hard to fly there because there was no air. And, until late in the afternoon, we didn't get any air at all. It was like dead calm. And, what that's like. I would walk backwards and you can't really get on it and hit a real hard corner or anything,
You should have tried that chair one time, Bob. That would have
Nah.
that would have messed with your mind. Not with your airplane.
And that chair in dead calm, you couldn't walk backwards when the turbulence hit you.
Well, they wanted me to do it with my SE5, and I said, "No, I'll do it with your ringmaster, but not with my SE5." And they had me do it with a ringmaster, and I did it, but I don't think that'll catch on.
No.
You lose your perspective of
That
where
idea's
you
been
are.
around for a lot of years, and it never did catch on, really.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank Ed for, publicly for an incredibly wonderful weekend.
Me too.
Just too many things to thank him for. One of which was that amazing tour of his repair facility where he had 3 biz jets in there. One that just got in from Australia, a NetJet Lear, and another Lear, wasn't it, Ed?
It was 2 Phenom 300s and a Lear 75.
Oh, okay, 2 Phenom.
Yeah.
Amazing facility, Ed. And
Well, thank you. And I am so glad you guys are able to make it and stuff.
yeah, it was a weekend I'll never forget. And I'll tell you something, that Route 68, that's a road I'll never forget. Great.
You won't fall asleep.
Boy, and you don't get a very good mileage either because it's uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill.
Yeah.
And if you go 80,
was
you get
awful.
run over. So,
That was
Heard
what
Mark say
surprised
something
me.
about getting arrested. What happened, Mark? You and I kind of passed in the night. I fell asleep before you got back to the room, and then you were asleep when I got up and left. So I never even had a chance to say hi.
Yeah, when I first noticed there was someone in the other bed, I was kind of excited until I realized it was you.
I'm glad you didn't get too excited.
No, it was fine, Bob. I'm glad you stayed.
Yeah, I got out of there about 5:30 in the morning.
Well, I can brag about one thing that happened to me out there, and that was that I was able to bid on and win this wonderful print with an F-15 on it, and it depicted the last flight that Chuck Yeager flew. And there's an image next to it of the X-1, and it's a very nice thing. And fortunately, I outbid some guy behind me. But it was if you were there, you just kind of had to get caught up in Jaeger fever. I mean, his wife is keeping his name alive, and I had no idea his World War II record was just incredible. Because I think I know as much about Chuck Yeager as the movie Right Stuff. But one of the good things about being there is that Mrs. Yeager had a whole bunch of books to sell. They were reasonably priced, and she was more than happy to talk to you about it. And it was special. There you go.
Hey guys, I'm having internet problems, so I made Gary Sinclair the host. So any problems you see, Gary?
Okay.
You wanna tell them how much the bidding got up to, or is that going to be private?
Well, when I first saw it, and I forget the first time I saw it. I don't know if it was Ed had Ed and Pat had a spectacular dinner for a whole bunch of people, maybe 100, Ed?
Yeah,
Okay.
about 100.
At this wonderful, beautiful restaurant. We had the whole room, and I saw it there on display, and kind of right next to it was Mrs. Yeager, and with books, which she had done all day at the field. And I just looked at it, and it was limited edition, and I kind of, in my mind, thought maybe $1,000. I think it's worth more than that.
Yeah.
So it got up to the bid before me was 900. So I said, "What the hell?" And went to 950, and everything got quiet. And
It did.
How much further were you willing to go?
that's a good question.
Because you and that one guy across the room were just going at each other.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems to me I have this old saying that, and I think it's true for me, that I've never had a day that goes exactly the way I thought it would, ever. You get a phone call from someone, you get a letter from someone, an email, it's not what you thought. And all of a sudden I had this opportunity to meet her and then to take home something that was very special. So I probably would have gone, I don't know, higher.
Good answer.
You were in for a penny, in for a pound.
Well, it entitled me, thanks to her, that we ended up having dinner together Saturday night. And you guys don't know the details, but I'm trying to kind of impress her, right? She's up in a different orbit than I am. And so I got to her hotel and I was waiting for her to come down and she was waiting for me to call. So at about 20 minutes later, she came down and said, "How long have you been here?" I said, "Oh, 20 minutes. And we looked at my phone to see what was nearby. And there was what sounded like an Italian restaurant. And I knew after talking to Ed, we were not going to eat fast food. We're going to eat something good. So we went to this place thinking it was an Italian restaurant, and turns out to be a sports bar, and noisy as can be. So she ordered a water, and I ordered a club soda, big spenders, and I told her I would pay for the evening. And we both decided at the same time, let's leave. So from there, we went to the restaurant that Ed had us the prior night for the beautiful dinner, and found out that the menu that he had is not available downstairs where we were. And it was loud and a young crowd. we're looking at each other and we just started laughing. Thank gosh, she's got a good sense of humor. So we left there. And then after that, we went into the same name place in town, where the restaurant only is.
Oh, Oliverios.
Oliverios, and we had a wonderful dinner.
Yeah.
And it was a nice place to kind of know a little bit more. And I told her, I said, you know, I didn't want to have dinner with you so I could ask you 1,000 questions about your husband, because I'm sure that's what a big part of her life is. So we just talked about things that we have in common, some we don't. She's very active. She's a traveler. She's a mover. She's involved in high-level stuff around the country. And for me, it was a real kick. And for her, it was probably the best day of her life.
When I walked into that
Yeah.
banquet that evening,
And
Yeah.
I hope she's back, or that we can all see her again somewhere else. She was a great speaker.
was a great speaker. When I walked into that banquet there was like general seating except for the head table. It was like 8 seats and has a little model of his Mustang sitting on the table. And I said hello to Ed, and he went to walk on by and said, "Where are you going?" He said, "Well, I'm going to go get a seat someplace." He says, "No, you're at the head table. So is Mark. So is Mark Radcliffe. And with all these dignitaries there, you could have knocked us over with a feather being sat at the table." I sat next to her, and we got talking about writing, because I told her I was an editor for 40 years, and we talked. She's just really engaging. I mean, she's just down to earth, nifty person. Just a delightful evening, and thank you so much. And we were all honored. We talked about it to be placed at the head table when you had presidents of colleges there and all kinds of dignitaries, and a bunch of toy airplane pilots were sitting there with Victoria Jagger. Gee whiz, that was great.
Yeah, we
and Pat and Ed.
I was talking to one of the parents over the weekend and about doing these kind of things, and I told them this is about the number for me. I'm on the road about 42 days a year for airplanes, not for golf or anything else, which is a lot of time. However, while I can do it, I wouldn't trade it for anything. You just never know who you meet, who you influence, who influences you. You always run into people you know and like, and some new ones. And Will, I'm sure, his numbers are very close to mine. It's good stuff. It's good stuff to get and see what other people are doing. So,
Well, I was honored having you guys there, let me tell you.
well, I was surprised as Bob was. I walked in with Will and his grandson, and I was figuring, well, we're going to look for a table, and Ed's kind of stopped us there. And it was a great table. District 3 Vice President was there, Jim Martin. I was sitting next to Pat Waskey, which is always delightful. Ed was there. Veronica was there. Who else? Mark Radcliffe, great guy. So it was a super table, and food was just wonderful.
Actually, it was Victoria.
I'm sorry, Victoria. I should know better.
But it
Ed,
was good.
No, the feed was amazing. Poor Victoria. She went up to speak. She spoke for what, 45 minutes? At least half an hour.
Ed,
Yeah, we said between 30 and 45, and it was probably pretty close to 40.
So just before she went up, you had this incredible dessert bar. I mean, it was silly. Okay. And she apparently likes her desserts because she came back with 2 plates piled high, cannolis and brownies, all kinds of pastries. And then she was called up to speak, and she couldn't get to that plate of dessert all night. So they packed it up so she could take it back to her room with her.
Yeah, she's something else.
You and everyone else are a class act.
It was fun.
Well, you got to include yourself in that.
So how'd you get arrested? Somebody said you were arrested?
No, I was kidding about that.
Oh, okay.
I dropped her off and I was a gentleman and it was great. It was a great weekend.
Yeah.
And I think
Highlight
next
for me
year,
was that trip to Ed's.
yeah, I think next year it's going to be even better.
The trip to that repair facility for me was the highlight of the weekend, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Getting to meet was his name Justin, is that right?
Yep, Justin, here's a guy that was what, 17 when I met him, cleaning airplanes while he was finishing school and going to A&P school, and now he's a junior partner of the company.
Wow. And that
And
map with all the pins in it, the world map, with the push pins of all the places you've gone to repair airplanes and work on airplanes. I mean, there had to be hundreds of pins.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and they're waiting for us to go to Chile, back to Germany, and someplace in Africa. So I'm not sure if we're going to make it. I got 3 guys out in Utah somewhere right now.
Good.
And several in Florida.
Really neat. So
I don't envy it.
next year you plan on doing it a little bit different though?
I'm going to look at that just need to see. I don't like it to where we're all there, but we can't enjoy each other's company and go visit and talk and do stuff, and that, because we're so worried about the general public. And Friday is a slower day compared to Saturday, but just gonna have to look at the pros and cons and see what would work best. And I'm going to talk to the companies that are the major supporters and see if they have any recommendations and stuff. And if I did change something, will they continue to support? And that, so.
I was interviewed a couple of times by TV crews. Did that stuff ever make it onto the Move To?
Tomorrow I'm mandated on my list of things to do. I know 2 TV channels interviewed us. I know the Connect Bridgeport twice. I know the newspaper. And so I'm going to get the links and then send it to everybody that was there.
Cool.
And that, so we can all go to it and see. And that, but in the meantime, Connect Bridgeport, West Virginia, type in Carl Hopkins, and that'll pop up. It'll show you what was recent. And that. But I do know that we were able to send the link for a couple weeks ago, TV5's interview. And then, actually TV5 was twice, a month before the event, the day before the event, and then Channel 12 was there during the event. So.
Cool. Well, it was great.
But that'll get to you. Yeah.
I got to punch out. So good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night.
All right.
Good night. Take care of yourself,
Good
John. Always good to see you, buddy.
Well, thanks for getting me in, Sparky.
I'm gonna have to jump off too. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I really didn't do anything that weekend. So, but I'm totally bushed. So.
Yeah,
Take care of yourself,
I
Bob.
did not do too much yesterday and today
Uh,
and stuff. So.
All right. Well, see you guys soon. And anybody can make it up to our North Beast contest. Please consider that. It's a 2-day contest.
When is it?
September 20th and 21st. Just double check that. 20th and 21st.
That's Sparky's contest weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely more than 300 miles apart.
No,
So.
yeah,
I don't think it's a problem.
1,000 miles.
it's a hike.
Yeah.
Phil, you can make it up. It isn't that far.
Where is it?
New Jersey.
Oh, Jersey's not that bad.
Bridgewater, New Jersey. You know, where we fish with worms and we go out with nooses.
I'm starting to worry about you, Bob.
You're just starting to worry about me.
Behave a little, y'all.
All right.
I'm gonna go to bed. You guys have a good night.
Take care, Bobby.
All right.
Thank Pat for me. And
I will.
everybody
Thank you.
It was
Thank
amazing.
you.
Yeah.
Take care, Bob.
Okay.
Talk to you
Yeah,
All
soon.
right,
Bob.
Bob.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll be ending the stream on YouTube in 5 minutes. Of course, you guys can always stay for the after party.
yep.
Who
John
was it? The
Miller.
one to see John Miller?
Yeah, John Miller snuck in on us.
Man, Mark Weiss has my chair.
Anybody wanted to see me?
Someone
Well, that
mentioned
aggravates
you.
you.
Oh,
He
here
must
I
have
are.
left.
He must have left. Huh. What is that behind you, John?
Oh, that's the old twin flight streak.
Flight Street.
Yeah, I had I made a deal with Brent Williams. He knew he picked up a special microphone for the harmonica and a small amp for me, and I traded him 2 of my airplanes that I fell on. And he wants, actually, I'm going to, so it's what he gave me, I think, is worth a whole lot more than what I gave him. I've got a couple more I'm going to give him just to make sure.
I don't mean no harm, Bubble, but that ain't no twin.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
The orange one behind him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the motor in the middle. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the fuselage. Okay.
When you see
That's
you
a
see the
nacelle.
whole thing, it looks like a surfboard. All right.
No,
Big ol',
I'll
big
turn
ol'
it. I'll
airplane.
turn it where you can see the whole thing.
Oh, hey, Denny, while he's doing that, Mike Backus, the
Oh, my.
NASA engineer,
Yeah.
he said he'd be happy to talk to you anytime
Okay.
if you want to talk
forget,
about 3D.
What were we going to talk about? With my-
3D printing. 3D printing.
Super. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've been
I'll get you the info.
working, trying to bring my my new PT on, and I think I got most of it
Yeah, we're losing audio on you.
on it, which you did a little bit ago. So,
Dennis, we're getting a real good picture of your sailboat.
yeah. That's
You gotta
big arch
move closer
sailboat.
to
I
the
haven't had it out
receiver.
yet.
You see it, Phil?
Yeah, I saw it. It's 2 booms and no central fuselage.
That's
Wow.
right. It's like a P-82. It's two.
Yeah.
It's made out of 2 flight streak kits. Joined
Okay.
joined end to end on the wing, so it's got about 80, close to 80, no, 70, 78. Oh, that's close to 80-inch wingspan.
Wow.
No
Let's see.
flaps. It's
That'd be a
classic
whole- that'd be a
legal.
lot
It
to
flies
hang on
really
to.
well.
Well, I'm thinking serious about starting in the wintertime sometime and building a twin Pathfinder. But no, I'm not going to do something as energetic as that. Because I want to build it I want to try to figure out how to build a thing and put the electric motors on it. But I think I'm going to put the front end will be kind of like a built up because it'll have the battery cover on it anyway. Something
Right.
place to put the battery. So it's already going to be pretty big in the front end. So I said, well, I'll just build up the front and then it'll change from a built up to a profile before the flap line. So that's where it's legal anyway, 3/4 of an inch. So then for the nacelles, I don't know what the rules say on nacelles. Can they be built up?
Look at the way Bob Hunt did his. I believe his motors, you can see them from the side.
Yeah.
You know, you can see them on both sides. So, you know, and that's the motor has to be exposed to the
Oh, it
mount.
does. It
Yeah.
does have to be exposed. Okay. So
Now-
we'll do it like Kenny did his. Okay. No, I thought about doing it with the motors completely enclosed and have retracts in there. But after talking to Bob this weekend, I think I might have gotten retracts out of my system.
Thumb on table. Hit with
Do
hammer.
what? Yeah, I'm telling you.
Thumb on the table. Hit with hammer.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I
I'll
think
tell
if
you.
you look at Bob's twins, the profile twins that he built to fly in contests. The motors are, you can see them from both sides. I don't know about the ones he used to test concepts and stuff like that.
Well, trust me, the Wildfire and the Turning Point are not profile, but they are both just exquisite airplanes.
So you're going to build a bonfire, right?
Not me, brother. Not me.
Hello, Phil. You
No.
could go way off the reservation and make it like the P-82. Just put 2 Pathfinder fuselages on it and forget the center
No.
pod.
There you
No.
go.
No, you know, something that I have had to learn to understand over the past 2 years is that my shoulder just will not handle those big motors anymore. And 2 small motors adds up to 1 big motor, and I'm just not going to do it. I already sold my 76 in the kit, and sold 2 big airplanes, darn near gave one of them away, because I just can't handle the heavy airplanes anymore. Show me somebody that's climbed telephone poles for 30 years, and I'll show you somebody with wore out shoulders, sore knees, and a fairly sore back. I mean, I thought I was wore out until I saw Bob, and Bob, as hurting as he is, and he can still go, I can make it a little further. I believe I can make it a little further. Bob not only still goes, but he goes very well and still flies very well. So
That Pathfinder that Howard has, that twin,
The red one?
the red one, that's, to me, that's a nobler size airplane. Am I wrong, John?
That's a
No,
big ass
well,
Nova.
that's the same size as the regular Pathfinder.
So it's 640 inch then. So it is bigger than Nobler, but it's not, that's not a huge airplane.
No, it's not. You know, nobody would consider a Pathfinder profile as a big airplane.
No, and that's, it can't
So
be over
it's-
620, can it?
so it's the
It's-
same size as a regular Pathfinder?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the red
Oh, I
one is,
didn't know
yeah,
that.
same
Okay.
size. And that's why it flies on a pair of 15s. Everybody wants to put a pair of 20s or 25s on it. That's
don't
where you
need
start
'em.
getting the pull. That's where you start getting the pull.
Well, I thought it was a bigger airplane than that. I didn't realize, but if it's
No.
that size airplane, but then on the other hand, I've got a 51 on my regular Pathfinder, and it flies. Oh
Does
man,
it pull your arm off?
no.
Well, put the lead outs further forward and go to 66-foot line Spectres and it won't pull.
Point
Well,
the engine in.
it's do what?
Point the engine in. Put a washer under the
Oh, no.
part of the line.
Put the engine in.
I tell you what I did. I tell you what I did do. I kept thinking that my SE5 was pulling too much, and I was moving the lines around, trying to do different things. This weekend, a kid got too close to it and hit the rudder, and it broke the rudder. Well, everybody asked me what happened. It just broke the adjuster, the rod where it goes in the fuselage. It just popped. It just busted it back, and it popped out of the fuselage. Didn't really pop out. It just was loose, and the rudder was sitting there shaking when I was flying it the last flight. I didn't realize it was broken until I took off. But even with it flapping, the plane seemed to fly better. Well, there was no offset. I landed and looked at it. There's no offset in the darn thing. So I glued it right there. I said, I'm going to try it. I've got plenty of adjustment left. I can swing it back around or bend the rod or whatever if I need to. I flew it like that. It flew the best it's ever flown. I didn't have but 1/8 of an inch or 3/16 of an inch of offset in the thing. Well, there's none in it now. It's almost inset, but it flew the best it's ever flown. Bob Hunt looks at me. You don't need rudder offset.
No, the airplane's flying 2 degrees out. If you that just makes it compounds. You ought to make the rudder this way, if anything. Move the front of it 1/8 to 1/16 of an inch in, where it ain't resisting the turn.
Well, what got me was in the turns, it's always acted like it wanted to push the rear end and mess. And I thought I had too much lead outs too far back because it looked like it hinged. It didn't do that. It just
The rudder,
it's
huh?
wild to see a biplane go through a turn and just whoop, and fly right. And the
I
square
mean, how many
square.
times when you was a kid did you break the rudder off your shoestring or buster or cosmic wind or flight streak and the sucker fly better?
Yep.
Well, that's true. But we didn't
Every
have
time
landing
you
gears
broke
on the
one
darn
off, it
things
did
either.
that.
Hey guys, I
have
want to
landing
end
gear
the
on this
stream
darn
on.
thing.
Hold on a sec. I want to end the stream on YouTube. You guys can talk after in the after party. Appreciate you everybody watching. Please make sure to subscribe and like, and I'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.
Cheers.
Hi, guys.
Okay, we have ended the Zoom meeting on YouTube.